Okay, so apparently I'm on a roll here. I got another request video by one of my subscribers. This individual I actually personally know outside of YouTube as well. So his name shall be anonymous. But I am shouting him out, and he knows who he is. And what led up to this request is that he saw like my videos on what a Stanley is, and he has some issues with these Stanleys too. But it's not just Stanleys, but also really the older generation within the black community that he has a problem with. And he wants to know my take on the older generation, black people within the black community. Now, I don't necessarily have a name that I made up for older black people per se, like the older black women. They are the counterparts to the Stanleys. And there are a lot of raggedy ass, fucked up older black women as well, who are also wicked and know absolutely earthly good as well. You know, some of my biggest troubles, really my biggest trouble in life, has come as a result from an older black woman. As a matter of fact, so we was talking, this individual that I just brought up, and he was basically saying, like, according to him, he sees that as the older generation of black people die off, he believes that's actually what's making our black community better, is that the older black generation dying off. I never really thought of it that way, but I see his point. He said his reason for believing that is because older black people, number one, are just so damn stubborn, which I outlined as I was talking about the Stanleys. I don't know if I made that clear, but Stanley ass niggas are very stubborn and hard to deal with, and they're just overbearing. And the older black woman is the same way as well. So they're very stubborn. They're closed-minded. They're not flexible. They have no respect for the younger generation of black people. Of course, I said this in the previous video, me talking about the Stanleys. But the same thing can be applied to the black woman, the older black woman as well. Also, my subscriber, he's actually also my friend. He said that, and also another big part of it is older black people are so caught up in the religion so much, especially Christianity, and I totally agree with that. And what's surprising to me is that this person that I'm having a conversation with, he's from the South. He's an anomaly. He's an enigma. As far as I'm concerned, he's not even a Southerner, because it's like a 99.9% percentile chance that you're gonna, like, if you find a black person who's born and raised in the South, they are gonna be a Christian or some other religion, but pretty much Christian. And this guy, he doesn't agree with Christianity at all, or religion, any other religion for that matter as well. And I'm the same way. Now, you guys haven't heard me talk about religion too much. I'm getting to it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I'm going to talk about as I make more videos, as I'm able to upload them without problems. I don't just talk about one thing or the same thing. I try to talk about a wide range of topics, and in my opinion, they all fit a piece of the puzzle in some way. But yeah, a lot of black people, they are on that Christian tip, the Jesus tip. My whole problem is the black population in general, older or younger. We have had some major struggles for, like, I guess the past 400 years. Some would say 500 years, at least for our time here in America, or at least while the Europeans was taking over this area that we refer to as America or the Americas. Black people have had it absolute worse. And what do we do about it? We pray to Jesus. And where has that gotten us? And so many black people, especially these older black folks, all they give a damn about is some fucking Jesus. That's their fucking answer to everything. And what has that fucking got them? Nothing. They still black, and they're still at the bottom of the barrel. They're still struggling. And really, it's pretty much you're shooting yourself in the foot. That's why I don't take part in any religion. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. And a lot of Christian people, especially black Christians, try to mock that. But if you mock me with that, I will turn around and mock you right back with your delusion and illusion in your religion. There's a clear difference between Christianity, between being religious and being spiritual. It's difference. I don't even want to talk about religion in this video. That's not really the whole point. The whole point is the older black generation. They really don't contribute anything. Their biggest claim to fame is that they during the 60s, during the civil rights era, they marched and walked and demonstrated and prayed to Jesus, while more and more black people kept getting brutalized and fucked up. And while they somehow got LBJ to pass Martin Luther King convinced LBJ that it was politically the best thing to do, and he did so. And that actually in itself was a trick that black people took and bit out of and fell for it and thought it was a good thing. But that's another topic for a later discussion. Yeah. I mean, I'm just now talking about this whole religion thing. Really, religion is really a big part of this. Now, I'm sure some of you guys who are my subscribers, who do listen to my videos, you probably might be religious. Well, I'm telling you right now that I'm not religious. I do not. I mean, I've read the Bible many different times. I actually own numerous Bibles. I'm very aware of the Ten Commandments and on a lot of the different laws throughout the Old Testament, and I've read the New Testament and everything. But see, the thing is, I'm open-minded. That's just the Bible. The Christian Bible is a Bible that's a collection of books, different books of inspired writing. If you really want to be a Christian and understand your religion, you need to understand that your religion has been re-edited, retranslated, reformatted so many different times. By the time you got the Bible that you are now reading and studying out of, that book has been changed like so many different times. That's pretty much lost its original meaning. The story that you have read in both the Old and New Testament, I believe, is a retold story. If that story, if what happened in the Bible really happened, it didn't happen at the time that you think it happened, nor did it happen under the names you think it happened under. The story is an allegorical story. From what I gather, and I'm trying to I believe it's some people say it originates from the Nile River Valley area in the northeast Africa. And then I have other research and resources that say it originates from the Tigris and Euphrates region, which is the Iraqi region. Since I keep getting both regions, I'm just going to say the whole story originates from both the Nile Valley and the Tigris and Euphrates River region. In the Bible, even it talks about, it names 4 rivers that run through the Garden of Eden. Again, this video is more about the older black folks and how they really pretty much destroyed the community. Everyone always talks about how the younger people are destroying the community, and they are. The same friend that I mentioned earlier, his quote, well, I'm going to paraphrase what he said. He said, people talk, and he's a young black man like myself. He said, people like to talk about how it's hard to get black folks off crack. He says it's easier to get black people off crack than it is to get them off Christianity and or religion. And he said it much better than the way I said it. I'm just paraphrasing it. And that's probably going to be a future video that I'm going to do too. It's easier to get black people off crack than it is to get them off of religion. Yep, that's probably going to be one of my next videos I'm going to do. You know what, folks? To all my subscribers and viewers and listeners, I'm just letting you know, I'm just going to start getting controversial here. That's really why I started making YouTube videos, because I want to put out my views, my thoughts, and I have a lot of views and thoughts and beliefs that's very controversial in real life. What I'm telling you is what I really think in real life. This is not just YouTube. This is real. This is what I really think. I'm an independent thinker. I think for myself at all times. I don't just follow the crowd. The way I've lived my life, I've never been afforded to do so. And whenever I did, I feel some kind of way. So you're going to hear a lot more controversial videos. You guys might not even like them. Well, it is what it is. But hopefully you will understand where I'm coming from when I make these videos. Again, I don't talk about just one topic. I talk about a wide range of topics, and you guys might not agree with me on every topic that I talk about. So that's all I have to say on this matter. Neck of the woods, I'm out.